If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. Excuse if I have any technical difficulties today. Y'all just excuse me. It's been a crazy day, a wild day, a off the chain day, but we gonna make it do what it do. I'm very excited about today. We gonna jump right into it, man. My weekend was crazy. I ain't gonna say too crazy. Um, I got to chill with some African people, Africanistic vibe. That was dope. I get into that later on. But definitely, if you don't know who this is, you don't know what's going on right now. Respect My Grind TV. That's what's going on right now. Each and every time that I drop, I don't even have a specific time. Shout out to Street Gorilla. Used to be a promotional company that I used to represent and go hard for out of Fort Myers. Shout out to Fort Myers. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in Staten Island, Brooklyn, South Carolina, Virginia, West Palm Beach. Definitely shout out to 561. Got us tuned in. We got people all the way in Tampa tuned in, Ocala tuned in. If I haven't shouted out your side of town, please type in your area code, your city, all that. I want y'all to know what's going on. We vibing right now. But yeah, I'm your host, Mr. Ramo Chaos. Y'all know who I am. You done seen enough of me. Y'all not tired of me yet? Look, let me pull my chain out. Hey, y'all not tired of me yet? You know what I'm saying? I ain't flashy. Sometimes I show certain things materialistically because I want y'all to see the growth. I want y'all to understand where I came from. The fans and supporters that I have, y'all been with me for the long haul. I got a lot of new fans, but I got a lot of fans that's been around me and supporters that's been around me for years. And they love me because they watch me go up, down, left, right. And guess what I did the whole time? I showed it to you. I showed you the transparency. I showed you when I was sick with COVID. I showed you, I spoke about it. You know, I speak about things like autism because my son has it. So boom, I got it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Boom, boom. I'm fighting with him. You feel me? The struggle, the ups, the downs, the poverty, the drug addiction from my parents. I'm very transparent. The suicidal thoughts from some of the people that's been around me. A lot of people going through it, so I'm very transparent for that reason. So yeah, again, shout out to everybody that got us tuned in on the live, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. What have I been listening to? La Russell. I am such a big fan of La Russell out here from Vallejo. He's from the West Coast. If y'all don't know who he is, you need to tune in. I got to get him on my show. Shout out to anybody who can get him on my show. I need La Russell on my show. That guy is so dope. His freestyle ability. He's so 1980-ish, dipped into the 90s, in the 2000s, and 2030 at the same time. Shout out to La Russell, man. Like, I've been on him, and I'm in Miami. But, dog, you know, when I listen to La Russell, I hear what it was like when I was just in Oakland and North California. I was just out there. Shout out to Mr. Fab. Shout out to, E40. Shout out to Jay Styles. Shout out to everybody, the kings out there, all the way from Mac Dre, all the way to E42 Short, man. Listen, man, I love y'all, man. North Cali just different, man. And, bro, keep doing your thing. Man, listen, he make it all right to just be honest and real with yourself, man. So shout out to La Russell, man. We need him. We need that in the game right now. So big salute to him. Movies, what have I been watching? Oh, my gosh, I've been into so much. I've been like a real crab, not getting enough work done because I've been watching Young, Famous, and African. If y'all don't know about Young, Famous, and African, y'all check that out. That show is off the chain, bro. It's a reality show based in Johannesburg and Nigeria. Oh, my God, I love it. Y'all check that out. Snowfall, new season is back. I'm happy to see Franklin took that afro a little bit lower. And, man, I don't know how he take his accent from what it is, what it really is to what it is now. But, man, definitely shout out to him, man, because that Snowfall, I've been waiting on that. I done got all the way caught up. I'm waiting for the next episode. Bel Air, I'm still watching that. Y'all tune into that. That's on the Peacock Network. Power, Force, Tommy doing his thug thing. If y'all don't know about Power, you too late. it's too late, bro. Like, don't even worry about it, man. Also, Netflix, The Adam Project. That movie is so good with my man from Deadpool. If you got a little extra time, you got a little 2 hours to spare, y'all check that out too, man. That movie is so good. And also a crazy movie that y'all probably not gonna understand or appreciate. It's called The Black Crowd. I don't know if y'all gonna like that, but I will say this: it was very interesting, and it's another movie. When it comes to my mind, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna take notes, and I'm gonna drop it on you, so y'all can see what's going on with me, man. I'm definitely into these movies again. Like, I took a little break because I have been doing a lot of reading, doing some getting in tune with myself again, because it's important, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I know we have fun hitting the clubs and doing all these other little things, but it is so important for us to stay in sync with ourselves, fam. And I'm definitely doing a detox, and I'm about to actually re-detox, because I've been in and out of eating good and bad at the same time. Like, I'm gonna just be real, bro. I've been a bad guy when it comes to eating. But I got a video that I want to play before I get to my guest. I'm so excited about this guest, man, because I love his energy. I've been on his show, so it's only right for him to visit my couch, my life, my side. I'm trying to hurry up and get this stuff out the way, because I know that he's a busy man. I'm a busy man. I'm just trying to respect his time, because this guy is, you gonna love him. I love him. So you ain't got no choice but to love him. But before we detox on him, every episode I'm trying to get into things based on health. And I want to play that video right now. Let's see what we can get into. Let's see if it plays. And let's do that. What's good, my people? Being Impact. Life ain't that bad. Whoever may be viewing, whether it's fans, supporters, people that seek knowledge in the health department, I started another segment when it comes to health, because on Life Ain't That Bad, I mean, Respect My Grind TV, I always talk about health in every episode. So since so many people been at me about talking about health or some of the herbs that I may be posting and promoting, I decided to do a little segment and implement it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is ashwagandha. You see this right here? Ashwagandha. This is something that you need to import into and download into your diet, man. Reason being is a lot of the coffee drinkers that's seeking energy, that's getting overdosed in sugar and things of that nature, man. This is a good way to supplement that, because this is like an organic steroid. It's going to increase the energy. It's going to increase your muscles. Like when you working out, this is a good thing to have too. Subtracting weight. I know some people tend to use protein and stuff like this, but this helps out with muscles too, man. Ashwagandha, look it up if you need to. When it comes to, it's almost like a natural insulin too. So those who may be diabetic, those who may tend to have like certain prescriptions and things that they need to balance their sugar, this is another way to balance your sugar. Stress, anxiety, it's gonna make it go down. Depression, go down. Testosterone, go up. Guys, libido, this is what you need. This is like a natural steroid, Viagra. So this is something that, whether you put it in your smoothie, whether you implement it in your teas, brain functionality, focusing, this is another one. Ashwagandha, look it up. But yeah, definitely, man. From now on, I'm gonna try to drop some knowledge on some of these platforms about some of the things that I'm testing and trying and learning from my elders and ancestors and great people that surround me that may be herbalists. If you have any comments, drop them. If you have any extra information or testimonials, drop them at the bottom, or let me know so I can speak on it later, or tag you, or whatever the case may be, man. Y'all be blessed. Being Impact. Oh yeah, definitely beingimpact.com. Life Ain't That Bad. Life coach, chaos. You can check. Listen, that was just a little segment. We talked about ashwagandha. I really hated that wind blowing in the phone. I hated that. My man Ariel is on in the background. I'm finna bring him on, but I hated that wind blowing in my goddamn. No, I'm just joking. But I'm being real. It's about trial and error. It's about troubleshooting. This is what we doing. You know what I mean? This is what we do. So I definitely got to work on that. But at least y'all got the feel. I want to I want to start using my background. My backyard, because I love it back there. I pray back there. I meditate back there. I fish back there. I go out there and I cry back there. I look at the fish back there, the ducks, the turtles. I do my gardening back there. So that is my place of serenity. So I say, you know what? God gifted me extra property and space. Why don't I use this? So that was me trying it out for the very first time. No cameraman. I use my gimbal. So y'all bear with me. I'm going to get that together. I'm going to use my microphone and all that kind of stuff. But I see what I need to do better. Oh, the people that ask me about that shirt, every time I wear it, it's called Living My Blessed Life. That's one of my designs. I really love that shirt because, you know, some people say I'm living my best life. I'm saying I'm living my blessed life because God has definitely blessed me, man, and I can't go a day without acknowledging him. I know my mouth is wild, my life is wild, but he accepts me how I am. He doesn't judge. He loves me regardless. So yeah, man. We definitely finna get into that. Listen, before I go any further, man, I done wasted enough of my guys' time. Without further ado, who needs no introduction, my main man, Mr. Ariel.
Whoop, whoop.
Listen, I don't know how to match your energy, but I'm gonna try to get there. Because
my gosh, dude. You're doing amazing, yo.
Hey, man, before I get into anything with you, brother, I was on Clubhouse earlier, and we were speaking about suicide, and there was some young brothers on there that was really feeling depressed and stressed and suicidal, and they said that I said some great things, and I just wanted to say to you, man, like the day that you interviewed me and I was on your show, I wasn't feeling so great. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get him back on, but he got me in a great space. He's back. My man is back. But I want to say, the day that I was on Clubhouse, these guys wasn't feeling too great, and they was being very transparent. And I want to be transparent with you, man. I wasn't feeling so tip top and a great mood. But when you interviewed me, man, you put me in a better headspace, and I want to make sure I reminded you of that, man. Your energy, your spirit, your vibe is so dope, man. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm glad to have you on the show. So for the people that have no clue who you are, why it looks like you're on a spaceship with all these lights, and tell the people who you are. Give your own bio. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, shout out first to Grind Mode Chaos for this amazing opportunity. And I'm just so grateful for this. So thank you so much. Glory to God, praise God, because you already know that's who I give thanks first.
Right.
I've got to give thanks to God first, and and to you for this amazing opportunity. You and me have been trying to schedule this for a really long time, dude.
I know, right?
And I'm so happy we're here. So, like I said, I'm so thankful. My name's Ariel, Ariel. You can find me on Instagram at Ariel Ent Pod, Ariel Ent Pod. And then my website's arielent.com. Okay. And then my podcast is Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, worldwide. We local, we national, we international, we worldwide, guys. Much love. We drop 3 to 4 episodes a week. Holla at your boy.
That's heavy work, bro. Like, again, I'm giving flowers. I'm, with my show, I always try to give flowers. I try to show a lot of that love back. I get the love, but I like to reciprocate it, King. And dog, that's not easy what you just said, to even do 1 or 2 and be consistent, because there's a lot of people that talk that jazz. But Ariel, like, some people can't keep up. They like will do a podcast the first week in January, and they haven't did an episode since.
Oh, man.
Talk about your process. What kind of mind frame do you have to be? Let's go there. What kind of budget do you have to have? Go ahead. This is your interview. I need you to talk because I need people to hear this, because this isn't easy what you're doing. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So what really comes down to is how much you really love doing it. And I really love doing this. I really love interviewing. I really love sending the email out to my guests. I really love doing the editing from when I throw it into my, after I use Zoom and I just throw it into my Final Cut and I throw it in my GarageBand for the audio, and for the video, I just throw it in iMovie and I just upload it, dude. And then it's just like that. And I set my Sundays aside at least 2 to 3 hours to do my editing and do all that jazz. And yeah, dude, I get like right now, literally right now, I have 3 to 4 like episodes just ready to drop this weekend. They're already ready, dude. So it's just like, and these are fire, man. We've been getting guests left and right, and so it's just been going crazy, bro. And the work ethic is just. I make a calendar. I got a big calendar, and I just put everybody who wants to come on the show, and then we're scheduling out the fourth quarter right now.
Wow, and that's a great thing, bro, because it's and you're still an artist in your own way in that aspect, because you really have to envision this before you ever do anything. You really have to write it on paper, and that's why I'm glad I'm trying to let you talk a lot, because people need to hear this, bro. Look what you just said. That's important. You have to put it on a board. You can't just think it up, because guess what your mind's gonna do, eh? It's gonna keep going to the next ideal and the next ideal. So what you said that was important, that I want you to stay right there, is I got this big board. I write it down. It's almost like a vision board. And then you have to do some planning and preparation in order to know that January the 6th, I'm doing this. February the 15th. How important is that?
Oh man, you don't even know. It gets so crazy to write it down, because one day, like let's say Monday, right? And I'm trying to meet. I'm meeting the guests on Monday, right? And the guest on Monday saying, "Hey, I can't. I gotta reschedule. Let's try next week." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so I take a screenshot on my phone, because, dude, the moment I leave that conversation, I ain't gonna remember.
That's me, bro. For real.
Yeah. So I take a screenshot, and then hopefully within the next day or two, when I come to the studio, I go look at my phone and I put it on the calendar finally. And then the next week it happens. So it's that fast. And sometimes I'll look at my DMs, dude, because things get crazy, and I'll be like, shit, that was like literally. I looked at my DMs today, and I had a podcast interview on somebody else's on Tuesday. Today's Thursday, and I'm like, crap, my mistake. I just dude. So
it happens, bro. We're human. You're human, bro. You're not gonna get it all right.
No.
I fumbled with you more than one time, and that's what I'm saying, man. Humbly, thank you so much for being patient with me, bro. Because
man,
if you could walk with me, you'll be like, how do you do this every day? And then I'm a father of 4. I'm maintaining 4 little people, personalities. Then I'm dealing with life, and then I'm dealing with stuff at my house, and then I'm dealing with my grandmother, and then I just lost one of my aunties, and then it's a lot of stuff that goes into one 24-hour segment. And then other people that's on the outside, sometimes they don't understand that I'm human and I'm one person holding all these businesses, bills, positions. So it's tough, bro. You're human. You're allowed to make mistakes. But some people on the outside, they don't care. They like, oh, but how could you? You're supposed to be Godcast, not podcast.
You don't even know, man. Like people, like they'll say that to me, right? And then I'll say, yo, okay, I'll drop your episode this weekend then, okay? So I'll drop it. It's like, I'll drop it this weekend. Yo, I've seen people before. Not only will I drop it for them after they say stuff like that to me, I'll drop it. But not only will they not show love after they say that to me, they won't even promote it. They won't even follow you.
Right.
It's like, so I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I don't know what your deal. Like you say something, you speak up. And so I'm like, all right, my mistake. I'm going to put it out, it's going to come out. I'm a 1-person show. It's all good, dude. I understand it's coming out. So I put it out as fast. Like I literally put it out like the next couple of days. And so then I put it to them. I let them know. And then like I don't expect anything back, but like I let them know, yo, it's out, bro. I thought you're gonna be excited. You wanted to hear it so bad. Here it is, man. And yeah, dude, I've seen stuff like that. So I don't let it get to me though. It's kind of weird. It's weird, but I just move on, man. You know what it is. I'm on the podcast. I'm on podcast with you, dog.
Bruh, don't move. Don't move. I want you to stay right there because that's important to me because now this is TV show podcaster venting therapy right now because I want you to go into that on how you feel because I know how I feel. How people like, oh, I need to be on your TV show. Oh, I need to be on your vlog. Yada, yada, yada. They beat my eardrum. They beat my inbox.
Yeah.
And then they get on it. They don't leave comments when it drops. They don't share it. Not a lot. Bro, you know how much that bothers me, but I don't care about me. I want you to give me your angle and your position on that.
It is, dude. So I can't, I can't. It's still happening. It's you just move on, and I'm so blessed and grateful. And I'm really thankful and grateful because I dropped, like I said, 3-4 podcasts, right?
Right.
And so dude, people think I just drop it and move on. No, man. I dropped those 4 episodes and I watched those specific 4 artists who pushes it the furthest.
Right.
And that sticks with me. So like out of those 4, like last 4, those last podcasts I just dropped last week, I'm watching who's pushing it the furthest, and yeah, man, it's and I'm so lucky because the reason I'm lucky is because I have other podcasts already to drop, ready to fall, right, ready to drop. So I don't really think of it too much. I drop it, and I do my part, and that's all I can do. Right. And then so this is how my process is because I don't. My Mondays, I drop a new podcast. Sundays, I drop all the podcasts. But Monday, I promote one. Tuesday, I do a promo. Wednesday, I promote the other podcast. Thursday, I do a promo. Friday, I drop the 3rd podcast. I promote the 3rd podcast. And then Saturday, I take a day off, dude, because week gets crazy, dude. We get so crazy. Right. And then Sunday, I drop another 3. And repeat the process, man. So, it's like I see who's working hard, I see who's doing their part, and I see who's not. And I just move on, man. I got so much more. I know it stings a little, and you see, come on, dude, come on, push it out more. But it is what it is, man. We gotta just believe in ourselves, baby. You already know what it is. Right.
It kind of and I wasn't trying to drag you down in that moment. I just wanted your perspective, and I'm glad you were honest about it. I just was like, dang, man, it's still work that you're doing. It's still time consuming. It's your time, bro. Yeah. You could be doing something else with your lady, your kids. You could be skateboarding. I don't care. It's your time, your life. You could be doing something. And I'm not mad either. I'm not mad at these people. But sometimes I feel like, oh, you're this artist or you're this. Why aren't people commenting for you? Why aren't you letting other people see your interview on your show or whatever? So that's all it was. It was just a little question. So now, booking wise, what stands out to you to make you say, you know what, I need this person on my show, or this young lady, she sings, or she tap dances or something like that? What makes you want to grab somebody and put them on your show?
Man, I remember when I first started my show, I had no guests. I didn't have no guests until I was like episode 52, man. And I would ask my closest friends to be on my show. And they were like, they didn't be on the show. It is what it is. But then I got on this amazing app called Clubhouse. Right. And ever since then, Clubhouse blew me up. And meet people, amazing people like you, dude. So that just truly means the world to me. And people are like, I use that as my advantage. I use that. There's so many rooms where you can just meet people and collab. And when I jump into those rooms, I hear people like you, where you just speak the truth, where you just tell it how it is. You pitch, you give a 30-second pitch. That's, and you just kill it. So once I hear that and you kill it, I'm jumping in your DMs and I'm hollering at you. You know what I mean? But then it comes back around. You know, I get on that 30 pitch and I look at my phone and it's just like, oh my gosh, here we go. So yeah, man, it's you know, it's people like you. You have that drive, you have that energy, you have that positive mental attitude, you have all these goals, you're inspiring the world. That's what I want to get on the show. You have a passion or a purpose or a product to sell to the world. That's what I like. So yeah, man, when you're putting stuff to the community, putting stuff out to the world that's love, positive, dude, that's it. God.
So analytically and statistically, what are your draws? Like, is it Apple? Is it TuneCore? Is it Spotify? Is it YouTube? What are you getting the best retention from and numbers from? What do you feel like you do best on?
Instagram.
Really?
Instagram blowing me up, dude. It's blowing me up so much I can't even keep up.
Right. But do you do ads like Facebook ads or whatever? No? It's just a draw to it?
Organic, man. That's what I was actually thinking about that today. I was literally thinking about that. I was like, I saw someone putting ads out and I clicked on their link. They only had 2,000 followers. And I'm like, man, I have all these amazing followers. I'm so grateful. I call them my best friends. And yeah, dude, that's all organic, dude.
Right. So you started before or after the pandemic or during the pandemic?
Yeah, February 2020.
Really? So which has been better now that the world is basically opening back up, or like was it like the beginning of the pandemic that just shot you up?
Oh, now. Definitely now.
Now?
Yeah, man, I'd say probably the last 2 or 3 months, man, it's been blowing up, dude.
Wow.
Especially this last month.
Right. And maybe because you've been so consistent with it too, man, because consistency wins over all. I always say that to people, man. Like, you could be the best rapper in the world. If you dropping one song every 10 years, it don't matter. But if you drop it like a freestyle every Friday, people are like starting to be drawn to that and they're waiting on it. And they're like, oh, it's another one. You see how you just gave me that schedule? You're like, okay, Monday I drop my podcast. Tuesday I promote it. Wednesday I start promoting the next one. Thursday, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I caught your timeline just that quick by you saying that. But when you have real fans, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep running back to that, man. So how are you funding it? There has to be some funding to it, because even though you're using Instagram and you may not be using ads or whatever the case may be, it still costs. It's not free.
Yeah, no, I have you know what? My main goal is to be self-employed. And that's with my getting booked with my photography, with my podcast, and with my music. That is my goal. That's my purpose in life, is to do all that. And so I'm not there yet. I'm still working a 7 to 3:30 job. And that's what helps me pay the bills. And then I put love donation links on all my like music, on all my podcast episodes. I put love donation links, and that's for like my Venmo, my PayPal, and all them links. And so people are just so amazing. And so they give me love donations. And so I'm just awesome. Thank you, God. I'm so grateful. And then and as well, my 7 to 3:30 job, that's what helps me as well.
Right. So now I know I don't have a lot of time with you, but
this is amazing. You're doing an amazing job, bro. This is super cool. And I would say that last commercial you did, that last promotion you were doing, I was talking about the wind, dude, and you were talking about what you like to go about the backyard, dude. You like the wind, you like to pray, you like to meditate, the animals and the gardening. Oh man, I could live back there.
Right. I almost don't want to go in the house sometimes, bro.
I don't blame you.
But if you could see how my house was when I first bought it, and then I moved the family up here, it was a jungle back there. Like, that background did not look like that. Like, I have a corner yard. So my yard is big, but then I have another yard on the outside of my fence. it's like God gave me more than I could ask for.
I bet, dude.
In a buyer's market, and then I have a canal outside of that that's a part of my property. So now on the other side of my fence, I've been working on it inch by inch for 2 years. And now when people come to my house, they like, oh my God, it looks so different. It's nice. Like I would put a tent out here with the kids and just spend the night out here. Like
absolutely.
Because I have lights by the canal at nighttime. Like last night, I had a bonfire last night where I just came out there and I just vibe and I meditate. But I said I wanted to start doing that and coming out there and just like, you know, because me looking at the background in that video, you don't understand how far it came. It used to be snakes and all kind of, nobody did upkeep to that house before I bought it. So I'm like, man, I love being back there, man. So now looking at it, I hate the sound. I got to get rid of that wind, and I know what to do to get rid of it, even if I got to put wind guards around it. But I love that it looks like it's a cameraman there and all, but it's the gimbal that's moving around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I definitely love that place.
I think it's super cool. What state do you live in?
You know, I'm in South Florida. I just moved. Florida. Yeah. Shout out to Decade. Shout out to Tootie. Shout out to T, Stripe, Illy. Y'all definitely type y'all cities and places. Jamaica, Connecticut, New Hampshire. It's a lot of people that's locked in right now, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. Pensacola, Tallahassee. I'm on more than one live. Tallahassee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Virginia. Like, shout out to all y'all that's tuned in, man. This episode is gonna be up very soon.
Woo!
I don't want to get too distracted. My ADD is kicking in.
Yo, bro, that is so lit. That is super lit, dude.
So now, what I was gonna ask you, I usually ask artists this. My dog checking his extra whites. That's so now, we gotta do it, baby.
Dude, I was told today. You gotta believe in yourself so much. Right. You gotta be your own cheerleader. You gotta pump yourself up. You gotta brag about yourself. We're brought up saying, don't brag about yourself. Don't talk about yourself. Like, dude, you gotta brag about yourself so much, man. You gotta love yourself.
Shout out to Oklahoma in the building.
Woo!
You gotta say what side of Oklahoma you from. I don't know nobody in Oklahoma. It sounds like nothing but trees and mountains and
highways
or something. Yeah,
and
highways.
Yeah.
But listen, I usually ask artists this, but I gotta ask you this. Today you got like 3 interviews to do. Listen, let me set my scenario up. You run your show, let me run my show. I'm setting this up. You about to interview 3 people. It don't matter how big the celebrity is. Who are the 3 people that you would love to interview today? It don't matter if they're dead or alive. You get to interview 3 of your favorites right now. Who are they? Let's go.
Oof. I got them right here. I got them right here on a sticky note.
Who is it?
First, I want to get Joe Rogan because he inspired me to do the audio and the video. Okay. He inspired me doing that. This other guy named Sam Tripoli on Tinfoil Hat. Tripoli on Tinfoil Hat. Gotcha. And I think I think my third one, someone who has influenced me a lot. Mm-hmm. Oh, dead or alive. This one's a big one. This is my main God.
You get to interview God?
I'd love to interview God. That'd be
okay.
Amazing.
Okay, so hold on. Now I'm about to give you a bonus since you said that. Nobody said nothing like this is random. But here is my 3 questions. What is the 3 questions that you got as a podcaster that you're interviewing God right now? What's the 3 questions?
Yeah, that's what I would say. First, I'd be mesmerized looking at him.
Right, with your eyes will burn up. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't even have to talk. He would just read me telepathically, man. But, geez, Louise.
3 questions to ask God. I wouldn't know which ones to ask, man. That's
probably first one would probably be like, did I do everything correct? That'd be my first question. Did I do things correctly?
And he'll be like, hell no.
I know.
Jesus didn't even.
I want him to be like, yo, this is where I helped you. Like, he'll be like, here, I took you to this part. Here's a scenario where you were at, and here's where I saved you once. And I'm like, oh man, I knew you.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that happening, and you did that. there was a car accident about to happen, and then I made you look down at your phone and you veered off. You thought you just popped a tire, but I kept you from getting totaled. Ain't that crazy?
Absolutely. You think
everything you think is a mistake, like, oh, I'm late, I can't find my keys, and then boom, it was an accident on a highway.
I know.
And he kept you from it. Ain't that crazy? That's gangster, bro. You know, sometimes when I'm late, I'm like, let me just calm down.
I know.
Because wherever God is in the future, at a different point, he's like keeping me from that and keeping his hedge of protection around me. Hey, man, me and you vibe so well, man. Yeah.
Bro, if you and me were about to go hiking and I was in a rush, man, and you were like, dude, chill. There's no reason to be in a rush. Like, we're going to get there. And if I took that advice and was like, yeah, there's no rush. I'm gonna listen to him rather than being like in a rush. Yo, dude, you already know when things happens when you're in a rush, dude.
It's true. It's true, bro. Like, and it's like that. Listen, I know I ain't got a lot of time with you. What I wanted to say was, how do people get in contact with you before I get you up out of here?
Oh man, people can contact me on arielent.com. Ariel Ent POD on Instagram. Ariel Ent POD on the Instagram. That's the best way to reach me is Instagram. Ariel Ent POD. And another great way that blew me up, man, was collaborating. Collaborating is what blew me up. Clubhouse and collaborating.
Right. Because you can't help but cross promote and like, because there's people that have no idea who you are that are fans of mine that's gonna pay attention to you now or follow you. It's just like I'm about to blow you right now. Watch this. I'm finna blow your mind right now. Watch this. I had this guy who's confined to a wheelchair, right? And he sells air fresheners in Carroll City. But this young lady, if you look at my story today, that's proof in the pudding. She watched my show. She was on my live, and she was like, "Oh my God, he sells air fresheners where? I live around there." And she was on my live. And today she was like, yo, thanks to Chaos, I met this guy on his show that was on he interviewed. I went and bought air fresheners from him. And now I'm going to be like a customer for life. Yo, I like being the middleman sometimes.
I know.
I'm cool with that, bro. And I'm like, I ain't make no money from it, but bless him. I'm working with that. Like, so you never know, like, that's cross promoting. Like, it ain't come to my hand, but I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying?
You have no idea how many times that's happened to me.
Right.
Where though people will be, hey, I just listened to this episode. Do you think this person will give me a discount if I told them that I listened to your podcast? I'm always like, and I'm like, let me ask her or let me ask them. And then they always like, yeah, they give them a 10% off or let them know that I'll send them a couple things for free. Dude. Wow. And now, like you said, being the middleman, even though there's just some great, that's the feeling right there, bro. That's the passion, the purpose. That's why I do it. That's why we do this.
Right. When it's genuine. Because some people feel like they have to attach an invoice or make money off everything. I don't. Sometimes I just like knowing that there's 3 people that was on my show, but now they're on your show and you got them from watching my show. I'm fine with that. We all win. We all win. How do we not lose like that, bro?
We don't. I know.
Right. So that's gangster. Now, before I get you up out of here, I got one more question after this, but this is what I didn't do with you. What is an oldie song that could play right now that you love so much? Oldie goldie. I don't care if it's from the 80s or the 90s or the 70s. What is an oldie goldie song that you really, really love? Classic. I don't care if it's R&B. I don't care if it's rock, hip hop. I don't care, bro. It got to be an oldie goldie. What is it?
Wow, dude. Great question. That is an amazing question. An oldie goldie. I'm a 90s kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a big fan of the, she's Louise. Whew. You know, okay. Oldies and goldies. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one because it's just on top of my mind. It could be different any day. But right now, I do covers. So I go do shows of music. So I cover this artist back in the day. His name is Johnny Cash.
Mm.
and I cover his song "I Walk the Line." I cover the song some other couple songs, dude. But like,
No, what's the Johnny Cash song? Which song?
I Walk the Line.
It was, I Walk the Line.
I Walk the Line.
Okay,
Yep.
so do the cover now. Give me an example.
Oh, I don't have my guitar on me.
It don't matter. I don't care. I
Oh,
want you to sing it. You got to have a karaoke moment. If somebody never heard this Johnny Cash song,
I keep a close eye on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes open all the time. I keep my ear. That's all I know right now.
I'm gonna work with that. Johnny Cash, ladies and gentlemen.
Ariel, Johnny Cash, baby.
Ariel Cash.
There you go. I love it.
Hey, but listen, this is my serious moment right now, right?
Okay.
I have a lot of people that are still going through it. They're not as blessed as we are. Some people, they lights might have got cut off today. It's somebody right now, they probably just got their electricity turned back on after going through it. They might have lost their job. They might be depressed. And guess what? They wanted to be a podcaster too. And guess what? They might not want to see tomorrow. I need you to forget about me. I need you to look in that camera, and I need you for 60 seconds to give him some advice, bro.
All right, yo. So, we've all been there. We hit rock bottom, but that's not the last thing. Get up. What you got to do? Figure out what you got to do first. If you need to get a job to get money for rent, let's first thing tomorrow morning. Let's go look for that job. You know what I mean? Like, it's for me. I had no money to my name. I got up and the next day I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. I got rent in 2 weeks. I got almost out of money. I need to go find me a real job. Instead of just running the streets, hustling stuff, I need to find a real job. So I went to go get a real job, and lucky, thankful for God, grateful to God. Pray to God, because that's what I did that night when I realized I needed to do something with my life. I prayed, and that's like when I really, really, really prayed and spoke with God. And the next morning I went to go find a job, and I really got a job. And then through 2.5 weeks later, I had money to pay rent. And then a month later, I did, and then like a month, I end up getting like real checks. Like I don't know what like a real check every 2 weeks felt like. And so and then when I was like, whoa, I got this much for this much weeks. I didn't know that, man. So I started saving money. And so I realized like, that's what helped me like get off my feet, get off my butt. And like, I was at rock bottom. And so I prayed, and then I got me a job the next day, which is crazy because I was just hustling to get a job, and I paid rent because I just didn't want to move back to my parents. I didn't want to move back with my parents. I didn't want to move back out of Denver. This is I was just making stupid decisions. I was a kid, just partying and going left and right. So I just realized, and then this is what helped me a lot, guys. I didn't do anything for about 3 to 4 months. I just sat at home and just ate ramen noodles. And just ate food like that, and for like 3 months, and I saved so much money, and I never stopped since. Still to this day, it's weird. Still to this day, I will still act like I have no So I always remember that.
Right, and everything happens for a reason, bro. And I'm just glad you got through that. I'm glad you survived that, bro, because it ain't easy. And looking back on it now, it's still tough, but you survived it. And God willingly, that testimony is going to bless somebody. I pray that it falls on the right ears, or the right person sees this, because they might need to be uplifted like that. And they might be in the same boat, if not worse. And God will just use that as an example, man. So I appreciate you for being transparent, King. For real.
Absolutely. No, thank you for letting me be on the show, letting me speak, and just promoting, dude. That means a lot. And so I just remember when I got that job, another great thing was like they were paying me every week. So every week I was getting paid, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I have in that first week I worked, I had money for the next week when rent was due, and I just was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe
timing was perfect,
dude. Thank you, God, and that opened up my eyes. Was like, that's what I did. That's what happened. True story, dude. I hit rock bottom, changed my life.
So now, before you get out of here, Is there anything that we haven't touched on, or any shout outs that you need to give to anybody or companies, or any endorsements? Talk about it.
Yo, no, holla at your boy Grind Mode Chaos, Grind Mode Chaos. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
guys. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be on the show. I'm so joyful, excited. The questions were lit. And I really, like I said, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com, Instagram, arielentpld. And I just want to say, dude, the thing what you did in the beginning with the what you were doing, the video with the wind, that was dope. I love that, dude. I thought that was super cool.
I got to work on it, man. I'm going to tighten it up, man. Again, I appreciate you for being on my show, bro. We're going to be in contact. I'm going to let you know when this is up, man.
Woo!
And I'm going to holler at you, bro. Like, keep doing what you're doing, bro, and keep blessing people, man. Hey, man, all the way from the West Coast, man, my main man, podcaster, musician, extraordinaire. And, dog, send me them lights, man. I need them in my background, man.
I will. Much love, bro.
Hey, man, be blessed, bro. Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. It's Grind Mode Chaos, man. Respect My Grind TV, man. I am out of y'all hair. Y'all definitely tune in to Respect My Grind TV on YouTube, man, and on whatever platform, man, and definitely on Instagram too, man, at Respect My Grind TV. I am out of y'all hair, man. I appreciate y'all for being patient and working with me, man. I'm out of here, man. Oh, yeah. Definitely got to say rest in peace to my Aunt Carrie, man. I'm dedicating this episode to you, man. I'm out of here.